determiner indicating the specificity of a noun. B. A mathematical relation associating elements between sets. C. An essential structural component of living cells. Or, D. A small amount of money given for good service. Press the Q key to repeat the question. Strike 1. Give it another look at the bright side. Now third time's a charm, huh? A piece of nonfiction prose written for a publication is one kind of article. But a piece of a collection of something is also an article, like an article of clothing. If you're talking grammar, definite and indefinite articles are words, such as a, an, and the, whose purpose is to indicate, specify and limit a noun. An article of faith is something that is firmly believed. And an article of organization or incorporation is a section of a legal document that sets out rules for a company. Press the R. Question 2. Which is the best definition for the verb, dispose? A. Give, sell, or transfer to another. B. Supplement with strategic advantage. C. Speed up the progress of, facilitate. Or, D. Hinder or prevent the progress or accomplishment of. Correct. If you dispose of something, you get rid of it. Don't want that sweatshirt with the clown's face on it? Give it away, throw it out, even sell it. These are all ways to dispose of that awful shirt. The verb dispose comes from the Latin word disponere, meaning put in order, arrange, or distribute, like when you dispose volunteers to collect trash at a park. The word of usually follows dispose when it means getting rid of something. Another meaning is make willing or open to something, like your childhood love of reading that disposes you to becoming a lifelong reader. Press the R. Question 3. Which of the following would most likely be considered woolly? A. Jewelry. Nice job. In this question, woolly is an adjective that means covered with dense, often matted or curly hairs. If something is woolly, it's covered in, or made of, soft, curly fur. Don't forget to wear your woolly hat, it's cold out there. You can use this adjective for anything made from wool, like your favorite woolly sweater or the woolly socks your grandma knits. It's also useful for things that look or feel like a sheep's woolly coat. Look at those strange, woolly clouds. He shaved his woolly beard off. Informally, it can be a great way to describe confusion or befuddlement, like the woolly thoughts that go through your mind when you are absolutely exhausted. Question 4. Which is the best definition for the noun, circumstances? A. Property possessed by a line that departs from the vertical. B. A gift or money given, usually ostentatiously. C. Arrangement for deferred payment for goods and services. Or, D. A person's financial situation. Nice job. Circumstances are factors or conditions that play a part in determining an outcome. Given the current economic circumstances, a lot of good candidates just can't find jobs. The word circumstances first came onto the scene in the early 13th century, meaning conditions surrounding and accompanying an event. The Dalai Lama advised that in the present circumstances, no one can afford to assume that someone else will solve their problems. Every individual has a responsibility to help guide our global family in the right direction. Wise and timeless words, no matter the present circumstances. Question 5. Which is the best definition for the verb, husband? A. Use cautiously and frugally. B. Break into 2 equal pieces. C. Submerge in a liquid. Or, D. Take off or remove. Nice job. A husband is a married man. Your grandfather might joke that he and your grandmother have been husband and wife for so long because she has the patience of a saint and he is deaf as a post. The word husband comes from the Old Norse husbandi, where hus meant house and bondi meant dweller. As a verb, husband means to conserve resources and use them frugally. Because of the flooding in the area, roads are cut off and everyone is being asked to husband their supplies. This conservation of resources sense of husband also occurs in the related noun husbandry. Question 6. Which is the best definition for the noun, suit? A. A group of people engaged in an activity for a fixed period of time. B. Proceeding in a court of law. Nice job. Among many other meanings, a suit is a jacket and pants that match, formal wear for men. Suits are well suited, appropriate, for some jobs and formal events, like a funeral. A suit is also short for a lawsuit, like when you file a suit against a doctor who removed the wrong kidney. A suit is also an appeal to someone who has something you want, like money or affection. In cards, the suits are hearts, diamonds, spades and clubs. If a hat looks good on you, it suits you. In fact, you can say of just about anything you like, "That suits me." Like a well-fitting suit, when something suits you, you enjoy it and feel comfortable with it. Press the R key. Question 7. This question is from the New York Times. Fill in the blank in the following sentence. Major blank Baseball Commissioner Bud Selig said that he was pleased that McGwire had confronted his use of performance-enhancing substances as a player, and said that the steroid era had come to an end. What word fits best? A. Community. B. Fund. C. Labor. Or D. League. Press the Q. Nope, that wasn't it. Take another look. We knew you'd figure it out. In this question, league is a noun that means an association of sports teams that organizes matches. The two meanings of league are quite different. Either it's a group or federation joined for a common purpose, say, your bowling league or the League of Nations, or it's a rough measurement of about 3 miles, usually at sea. One would hope that two such different meanings of the same word would have some deep connection far back in word history, but it does not seem to be the case here. The word meaning an agreement of groups appears to be related to the French word ligue, also found in ligature, thing that ties, while the League of 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, an excellent adventure book if you're in the mood, is from Middle English. We call words like these homographs, since spelling is all they seem to share. Question 8. This question is from the New York Times. Fill in the blank in the following sentence. 2. Blank. To the grief-stricken, he says, rests less in searching for the perfect words than in actively listening. What word fits best? A. Thrust. B. Cleave. C. You got it. In this question, tend is a verb that means to have care of or look after. If you manage, run, or work at a store, you can say you tend it. If you tend the bar in a restaurant, for example, you serve drinks, dry glasses, and fill dishes with pretzels. You can also say you tend something if you care for it. You have to tend a vegetable garden, for example, if you expect to harvest more vegetables than weeds. If you are inclined to do something, then you tend to do that thing. You might tend to let your homework go until the last minute and then stay up all night to get it done, probably not the most efficient way to go about it. Question 9. Which of the following words is closest in meaning to the adjective, communal? A. Commissioned. B. Common. C. Nice job. In this question, communal is an adjective that means for or by a group rather than individuals. Communal and community both come from Latin communis common, of the community. If a pool is communal, it can be used by the members of the community that owns it. A communal well in a town without plumbing is a great idea. Until it runs dry, everyone can take responsibility for caring for their water source. A communal drinking cup is not such a great idea, accompanied as it is by possible infection. Question 10. Which of the following words is closest in meaning to the adjective, broad? A. Repeated. B. Soft. C. Big. Nice job. In this question, broad is an adjective that means very large in expanse or scope. The adjective broad boasts an extensive, you might even say broad, array of subtly different meanings including wide, spacious, far-reaching, vague, and unsubtle. It's kind of funny that the word broad can communicate such an expansive range of ideas since expansive is, in fact, a synonym for broad. This adjective can be used to describe actual physical spaces. A broad highway, for example, would be difficult to cross because of all the cars in the many lanes of the road. The word can also be used more figuratively. American history covers a broad range of topics and events. A broad-minded person is open to new ideas, while broad humor aims for a mass audience with obvious gags and stunts.